and welcome back to Simply Fujica, a place for budding and aspiring entrepreneurs. It's also a place for people wanting to start their own home care agency. Guys, today I'm continuing in our home care series, and I have a good one for you today. Today we're talking about me providing you with a home care checklist sample. Now I know I've talked to you guys a lot about developing that checklist. And if you remember, when I refer you back to the California Department of Social Services website, there actually is a checklist there. However, it is only a checklist for the forms that are needed in order for you to satisfy your licensing requirements. I'm suggesting a checklist that will keep you organized in terms of what it needs to not only get licensed, but run a home care agency. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you stay tuned. Guys, before we go any further, make sure you like the video and do not forget to subscribe. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I upload new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. With that, guys, let's get started. The first item that I have on your checklist is your business name. You want to conduct a business name search to ensure that your name is not already chosen or someone else is not already using it. Typically, you could do these searches under your Secretary of State. Also, if you register your business with a LegalZoom, that is part of their package that your name is free for you to use. So remember, it's very important to ensure that you do a business name search to ensure that there is no conflict with your business name. Second item on our list today is to form your business entity. Now remember, guys, I actually did do a video on the 4 types of business structures. I'll be sure to link that video in the video description, but truly you just want to identify, are you going to run yourself as a sole proprietor? Are you an LLC, a partnership? And then remember, based on which item you select or which structure you select, those do carry tax implications. So you want to make sure you conduct your research to ensure that you're selecting the one that best fits your situation. The third item on our checklist is to register your business with the state. So again, I use LegalZoom. This is actually an item that you can take care of yourself if you don't want to pay LegalZoom. There's another company that I can't think of the name right now, so I'll be sure to put it in the video description, but there are other companies like LegalZoom. They are not the only ones out there, so I'll make sure to provide a couple of examples for you. The fourth item on our checklist is to start your application packet. So remember, for the state of California, and I'll use that as an example because that's where I hold my license, there are forms A and then forms B. When I say start the licensing packet, I say start with the forms A first because those are your licensing forms before you go on to step B, which is your supplemental forms. Those include your job descriptions, your training plans, your policies and procedure, things of that nature. So you want to make sure that you start with A, get that out of the way because a lot of your time is going to be spent on your supplemental documents. Fifth step I have for you is start looking into your insurances. So remember, I just posted a video a couple of weeks ago regarding the insurances that are needed for California. So you want to start looking into your surety bonds, your workers' compensation policy, your professional and general liability insurance. Get a couple of quotes for each to ensure that you're making a well-rounded decision and that you're getting your best bang for your buck. Do not forget the policy limits that are required for the state to ensure that you have enough coverage. The sixth item on our checklist is to start looking into rental space or carve out an office space if you're going to operate your agency out of your home. Guys, it's really important that whether you're at home or that you're at the office, you have a place that you can go to conduct your business. It's really hard to do things from home if you are at home. If you're washing, you've got the kids tugging and pulling at you, you're cooking dinner, you really have to make sure that you separate yourself for some point in order to make sure that you're getting stuff done. The seventh item on the checklist is to ensure that you're starting either your service agreements or other business forms that are needed in order for you to run your business. I use Rocket Lawyer for a lot of my forms, but actually you can look online to see a lot of templates that are online. Microsoft Word actually comes with some of the documents that you can use for your business, but I'll be sure to put a couple of options for you in the description. But again, I use Rocket Lawyer to create a lot of my business forms. Rocket Lawyer is a paid subscription. I believe there is a trial period of 30 days if I'm not mistaken. You can get a lot of those forms done within that 30 days. Or if not, I believe I stayed subscribed with them for 2 or 3 months before I ended my subscription with them. So it's really important to kind of look around to see what other paid subscriptions are comparable so that you're comfortable that you have all the documents that you need in order to stand up your business. The 8th item on our checklist is submitting your application. At this point, you should be ready to submit all of your documentation. You have your insurances, you have your business address, you have all of those things needed to submit your application. So the only thing left is to submit it. The 9th item on our checklist is to run your background check. You've already submitted some declarations with your application in terms of your criminal background. So now if you have not already done so, now is the perfect time to have your background check complete. The 10th and final item that I have on our checklist is to develop a recruiting and marketing plan. Now guys, one thing I could say, if I could do it all over again, I would have started recruiting earlier in the process. And again, it's just to establish that pipeline, because recruiting, like I've said before, it's not a one and done. This is something that's going to be ongoing and continual as you run your home care agency. The last tip I have for you is, I don't know if you guys could see my necklace, but it's DDP. My last name is Polino. My 2 boys are Dylan and David. And I call this necklace out because those are my 2 heartbeats. Whenever times get rough or I feel like throwing in the towel, I think of them. And I'm reminded that me succeeding is not only impacting me, but it's also impacting them. So I say that to you to say, find something to hang on to so that when those rough times come, because they will come, you are reminded of why you started, of why you wanted to do this to begin with, and that will carry you through. Guys, I shared what mine are. Share with me. I would love to hear, what are some things that you do, or what is your reason? What is your reason for doing? What is your reason for believing? What is your reason for succeeding? I would love to hear that commentary. Guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this content. Again, this is just an example. Your checklist may look completely different than mine. It may have more than 10 steps. This was really just an example to kind of get you going. If you do need more assistance creating a checklist, I am there for you. You can absolutely reach out to me at @simplyfujica, or you can also reach out to me on my website, which is simplyfujica.com. I'll be sure that both of those are included in the description below. But guys, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and most importantly guys, stay blessed.